Have you ever told a little white lie? Something small, like telling a friend you love their new haircut when you secretly don't, or telling your boss you're almost there when you haven't even left the house? We all have. It's part of being human. But what if those little fibs, and the big ones too, weren't so secret anymore? Imagine waking up one morning and the world has completely changed. You look at your roommate who says they've already done the dishes, but a faint, shimmering yellow haze hangs around their head. You turn on the news, and as a politician promises sweeping reforms, a thick, swirling cloud of deep purple explodes from their mouth with every word. Welcome to a world where every lie, big or small, becomes visible. Each falsehood manifests as a specific color, a visible aura that everyone can see. Suddenly, the invisible social fabric that holds our world together is laid bare for all to see. What would happen? Let's break it down. First, the immediate chaos. Think about your morning commute. The person who cuts you off and mouths sorry would glow with insincerity. The coffee shop barista who says, "Have a nice day." Without meaning, it would be surrounded by a light, almost transparent blue. It would be a sensory overload, a constant, colorful assault on our perception of reality. Initial interactions would become incredibly awkward. "How are you?" "I'm fine, thanks." If that's not true, a little gray puff of smoke might appear. Compliments would become minefields. "That was a delicious meal." If you're just being polite, a splash of green might give you away. Social gatherings would turn into silent, awkward standoffs or brutally honest, friendship-ending confrontations. But after the initial shock, society would have to adapt. New social norms would emerge. Perhaps honest zones would be established, places where people agree to speak freely, surrounded by a rainbow of colors, and not take offense. Or maybe we develop a new kind of color etiquette. A pale, yellow lie about a haircut might be considered socially acceptable, a politeness tint, while a deep, blood-red lie about a serious betrayal would be a social death sentence. The legal system would be revolutionized. Courtrooms would look like a painter's nightmare. A witness on the stand, swearing to tell the whole truth, would be instantly validated or discredited. "Did you see the defendant at the scene?" A simple "no," if untrue, would paint them in a color of deceit for the judge and jury to see. False accusations would vanish. Cold cases could be solved in minutes. Justice would be swift, certain, and colorful. But would this be true justice? What about a person forced to lie to protect someone they love? The color would still appear, branding them a liar. Context be damned. Politics and business would be unrecognizable. Imagine a presidential debate. There would be no more empty promises, no more spinning the truth. Every statement would be fact-checked in real time by the very air the politician breathes. A promise to lower taxes, if the politician has no intention of doing so, would be accompanied by a geyser of vibrant, deceitful color. Corporations could no longer make false claims in their advertising. "Our new soda is the healthiest drink on the planet," would instantly be exposed by a cascade of colors. Transparency would be forced upon the world's most powerful institutions. Would this lead to a utopia of honesty, or would our leaders simply stop communicating altogether? Relationships would face the ultimate test. The very foundation of trust would be externalized. You'd know instantly if your partner truly liked the gift you got them, or if they were just being nice, but you'd also know if they were lying about something far more serious. The phrase brutal honesty would take on a whole new meaning. Could love survive in a world with no secrets? Perhaps it would lead to a deeper, more profound form of connection, one built on absolute, verifiable truth. Or maybe the little white lies we tell to spare each other's feelings are the glue that holds relationships together. Without them, we might all just drift apart. And what about our own minds? Our inner monologues? We lie to ourselves all the time. "I'll start my diet tomorrow." I'm not procrastinating, I'm just gathering my thoughts. Would we start seeing our own auras of self-deception in the mirror? A faint, shimmering haze of denial as we convince ourselves of things we know aren't true. This constant self-confrontation could be psychologically devastating for some, but for others, it could be the ultimate tool for self-improvement, forcing us to be honest with the person who matters most, ourselves. This colorful new world would be a double-edged sword. It could usher in an age of unparalleled trust, justice, and self-awareness. It could cleanse our society of corruption and deceit, but it could also strip us of our privacy, our social graces, and the protective fictions that sometimes make life bearable. It forces us to ask a fundamental question: is the truth, in its most raw and unfiltered form, always the best thing? Or is a little bit of illusion necessary for us to function, to be kind, and to coexist? What do you think? Would you want to live in a world where all lies are visible? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a fascinating idea to explore. Thanks for watching and letting your imagination run wild with me today. If you enjoyed this thought experiment, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more what-if scenarios. Until next time, stay curious.